Hey guys, Andrea here. Welcome back to my channel. So originally this video was supposed to go up about a week ago and it hasn't yet because you're just now watching that. A couple of things happened between now and then. The first one, I got insanely busy with classes. I was exhausted by the end of doing 8, 9, 10 classes back to back. So I would sleep for the majority of the day and it was just a vicious cycle over and over again. The second thing is, as I was going through and editing the 40 minutes worth of footage that I had, I realized how scatterbrained and all over the place I was. So I'm just going to completely scrap that entire video, and instead I have an outline for me now, and I'm going to follow this to make sure that you guys get the best video as possible. So welcome back to my journey, and I will today be talking all about bookings. Now, I am not the expert by many means on bookings. In fact, I think that I kind of have a grasp on what is expected for bookings, and I've only been a Vipkid teacher for about 3 full weeks now. The lucky thing is I am booked, not as much as I want to be, but I'm pretty dang close. So I'm going to tell you my tips and tricks, what I've picked up from my various sources on how to get booked as quickly as possible. Now, I do want to throw out a disclaimer there. These, like I said, are not the end all be all of what you need to do for your bookings. You could have the perfect everything that I'm listing, and for whatever reason, bookings aren't coming yet. So my number one thing that I'm telling you in order to get bookings is that you have to be patient. You have to be. I have seen various teachers who have gotten like 1 or 2 classes for 60 days within Vipkid, and then all of a sudden it's like a switch gets flipped and they are fully booked now in month 3. Even me, I am not considered for myself fully booked. And that's another thing I want to throw out there. When a lot of teachers are saying that they're, oh my gosh, fully booked week 1 or fully booked week 2, you don't know how many slots they've opened up. Like, you don't know their life besides what they're telling you. Fully booked to them might mean they got booked for 4 classes and they're going to close out the rest of their schedule because that's what they want to teach. They only want to teach 4 classes a week. Me personally, I want to teach 4 to 5 hours, 5 days a week. That is what I consider. But right now, I've been teaching 7 days a week, including the weekends, because I want to get my face in front of as many parents as possible in hopes that they continue to book me. So the number 2 thing besides being patient is being available. We are independent contractors. We are not guaranteed hours at all by Vipkid. And if you were to reverse the roles and let's say your child had just signed up for the service to learn Chinese and you were looking for teachers and you found 2 teachers that were really similar, but one had 60 slots available and one had 5 slots available, you're probably going to be more inclined to pick the teacher that has the more time slots, simply because you know no matter what your child's availability is or what their schedule is, that there's a really good chance you can carry this teacher over through the entire journey that your child's going to have. Not saying this is end all be all. Like I said, I haven't talked to anyone on the Vipkid side or on any of my parents for my kids that I've been teaching lately, but I do know if the roles were reversed and I was in those shoes, then I would definitely want a teacher that has more time slots available. Not saying that you're not going to get booked if you don't have time slots available. It just maybe take a little bit more time in order for you to get booked. Now, another thing that I want to talk about with availability, let's say you have a ton of slots open and they're just not getting booked. My first 2 weeks within Vipkid was like 95, 99% trials. Trials are classes that parents do not pay for. It is a courtesy with Vipkid in hopes that they sign up for the service and then continue to be regular students. Trial classes, each parent can get 3. They are not paid for, So don't be surprised if you get some no-shows with them because they are not investing any of their money. And a lot of them are booked within 24 hours in advance. Sales team is kind of like, oh, great, you're interested. Great, there's a spot tomorrow. Awesome, great, done. So if you're one of those teachers who is really, really nervous about checking that 24-hour booking, here are a couple of my tips. Always check them. Done. No, I'm just kidding. Always check them. It gets a lot more easier. You get paid $2 extra for the class, so it's nice to have the money. But I know a lot of teachers have to get up at a certain time. Whenever I have that 24-hour checkmark box checked, let's say I have it for 4 a.m., 4:30, and my first class isn't until 5. I get up like I'm teaching for a 4 a.m. class. If it's not booked, then it's not booked. They can book up to an hour in advance. So if it's not booked at that point by like 3:45, you're not gonna get booked. I go back to bed until it's time to get up for my 5 o'clock class. And so use those 24-hour bookings to your advantage, because not only do you get paid more for them, but you're getting your face in front of the majority of people. So that's availability. Just try. If you are a night owl, try a morning shift. It's gonna suck. Like, I am not a night owl and I'm not a morning person. I like my sleep completely, and I'm not gonna lie that these past few weeks have been rough, but my body is finally starting to adjust getting up early. And I've been taking naps throughout the day too, so that really helps. So availability is number 2. Number 3, your certifications matter. And that is unfortunate. I mean, to a point. Everyone starts off with their trial certifications. Depending on how your mock classes go, there's a wide range of certifications that you can have. I started off with level 2 through 5, and almost immediately I added level 6. A parent is going to be more inclined to book you, potentially, if they can see that you have a wide variety of certifications or a wide variety of classes that you can teach. Parents might want someone who specializes in level 2 or specializes in level 3, whatever it is, and you'll get a lot of bookings that way. Like I said, it is not black and white, cut and dry for any of these booking tips. It's just from what I experienced. All of my students are not level 2. All of my students are not level 6. All of my students are not level 4. I don't have very many level 5 students. I've only done a couple of level 5 classes, but like I said, I have a couple here, a couple here, a couple here, a couple here. I'm getting a lot more bookings because I can pull from all of these different student bases. So my encouragement is try to get as many certifications as you can. I know there is some restrictions on that, 30 days, but as soon as you hit that mark, ask for those certifications if you feel comfortable, and do that. Okay, so I try to make this as quick as possible. I talk a lot, so I'm sorry. But the next thing is the majority of what this video is. I think number 4, your profile has to be one of the most important tools or things that you have to focus on as a new VIP kid teacher. When I got hired, you have to upload your profile picture, 2 other pictures, an intro video, and a bio before you can proceed and open bookings. The reason for this is that all of this, your profile is your storefront. You have to think of yourselves as a tutoring business or just even like a store. Are you going to go to the nice, pretty, well-decorated storefront, or are you going to go to one that just kind of has teaching and that's all that's in it? No, you're going to go into the more attractive one. Not saying attractive as in physical beauty. I'm just saying well put together, looks like you put some effort into it, and even shows a little bit of technological prowess within the profile. You are teaching on a technologically advanced system. You are teaching through the internet. You are teaching on a computer. You are doing something that even 20 years ago was not even close to being possible. So you have to remember that when you're going through. Yes, you can do stuff that's one take. Yes, you can do things to get around it, but there are so many free resources like iMovie or Windows Movie Maker where you can do just a little bit of editing, a little bit of this and that to show that you have some sort of familiarity with technology. So that is my tip for the intro video. Edit it. Put a little background music, do some things to it, make sure that it is filmed horizontally and not vertically, whatever you do. The thing I do want to say, make sure that you are true to yourself in your profile video. There is a perfect student for you out there. There are parents who want to book you as a teacher, no matter what your teaching style is. So don't feel like you have to be Nancy Taylor or Michael or any of these other YouTube teachers, because really they want to book you. If you are going to copy and paste someone else's video, someone else's demeanor, the more you get into class, the less you are going to act like that, because you cannot hold up that facade for that long. Be true to yourself. You are great just the way you are. Just make sure your profile shows it. I keep remembering things to add in about the profile video. Another thing about your profile video, I naturally talk fast. It's something that I really have to focus on when I'm in the Vipkid classroom. Make sure that you are talking slow in your profile video. I'm going to link a profile down below. His name is Teacher Michael, and he is like the #1 YouTube guy when it comes to intro videos. So what he does is people actually submit their profile to him, and he takes a look at it and then gives critiques based on that. So I just watched a couple of those, took critiques from other teachers, and edited my video. My first video that I uploaded was not the video I have now. You can even go watch my intro video. It is on my channel. It's not the best, but it does work. So just show a little bit. Make sure that for your profiles, the main profile picture is nice and well done. Make sure your hair's done. Make sure you put on a little bit of makeup. Do whatever it does to make sure your best step is forward, because you have to look at it as you're kind of going to a job interview every single time with this profile picture. So they look at your profile picture first, then they go in and you have 2 other pictures they can look at. I have a picture with my boyfriend's niece to show that I like kids. And then I also have a picture of me with Mickey Mouse, I think, when I still worked at Disney. And then also after that, they look at your intro video, and if they've made it all the way through, then they look at your bio. Couple things with your bio, make sure this is where you're telling your certifications. I have my bachelor's degree. I graduated from this school. I have this years of experience. This is what I like in my classroom. Hope to see your child. It's really easy. Make sure you're using simplified language to a point, because it does get translated. And get on Google Translate, try to find another translation apps, and then put your English translate it to Chinese. Take those Chinese characters and translate it back to English. See if there's any language that doesn't translate the way that you want to translate. Take it out of your bio, figure out some other way to word it. So that's what I'm saying. Your pictures, your bio, your intro video, they are all extremely important. You are putting your best foot forward with this profile, and you don't even know it. Like, you're not actively doing that. The parents can also see your feedback. Now, if you are a spanking brand new Vipkid teacher, don't worry about it. As soon as you have classes, try to solicit as many 5 Apple feedbacks as possible. I am very fortunate. I have about 16 5 Apple feedbacks right now in my 3 weeks, and I have been asking in every single feedback. Bow Bow earned 5 stars. I hope I earned 5 apples. It is very simple. I don't go out of my way to solicit it with my regulars. I'm probably going to kind of tell in the feedback why 5 apples are so important, but try to subtly, not so subtly, gently suggest that they go in and leave 5 apple feedback. If they are comparing me to someone else, this person has 0 5 apple feedbacks and I have 15 5 apple feedbacks, they're gonna choose me because I have proven that I do well in the classroom per other parents' teachers. They're just taking the words of other parents and saying, oh, this is a really good teacher. The last one is just be as noticeable as possible. Try to get your face out there as possible. If there are educational opportunities, take them. Do the Jumpstart program. I talked about it in my last video. Solicit that feedback. Make your profile as best as possible. You can update it. I threw up some video I took on my iPhone, like in one shot, I propped it up and did it, and I don't know if I even edited it. I edited a little bit, but it really didn't do anything. Upload it. It was a placeholder. As soon as you have time, go do it again. If you took a picture on your vacation and it is awesome and there's a great backdrop, do it. Like I said, just be true to yourself. Get yourself out there. Know that if your availability is not there, it's going to take a while. But the number one thing overall, guys, please be patient. This opportunity is so worth it. You'll get in the classroom and you are going to love these kids. These are wonderful kids. And just have fun more than anything in your class, in your trials, whenever you're initially teaching. Have fun, be engaged, be there, and I promise you bookings will follow. And if you have any questions, contact me, leave it below, do whatever you want. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I would love to see you on my channel more. If you are just starting that VIP Kid application process, please reach out to me. I've included a link below and my email how to contact me. I would love to be able to walk you through this process step by step, hand in hand, to try to get you hired, because ultimately I want to share this opportunity with as many people as possible. See you next time. Bye. Oh my gosh, hello, what is up? I don't know what that is. Please don't do that in your profile picture. That's not, or profile video, that's not officially recognized with it.